city commissions. However, I've continued to go forward with things that I've done in the past when I was on the council before, and I've continued to work with veterans and special programs for veterans to get them to file their claims for the VA. I've been very successful with that. I have not yet to lose a claim and a return claim in reference our veterans. I have been able to get them, in some cases, full-born pensions at 100%, giving them, some of them, over $36,000 a year tax-free. And in some cases, their taxes become free. That is what I continue to do also, and I do it on a daily basis. I'm also still working and hoping to bring back more housing programs back to the city, to where we give more homes to the city. I have talked to certain individuals, to some of the council people, and to some other individuals within the city to return that program to where we give away homes. Thank you.
I did mention that I was on the Taylor Historical Commission. I've been on it for 5 years, started off as secretary, co-chair, and now I'm chairperson. And my goal with that is to, like I said, get the museum going, stop throwing our history stuff away, collecting it. Our Canoe Farmhouse, which no one even knows, it's the tan-looking building next to the caboose that's over there. It has got a lot of memorabilia things in there, a lot of records, old records, and so our goal is to get that together and get it organized and then start opening up that museum so all of you and all of our children can come in and see what's going on in the city of Taylor. And with that also, I'm on the Taylor Alumni Association, like I said, president for the last 13 years. And my goal for that is to try to work with the schools and get a museum set up for our Taylor schools, because with all the buildings being closed, I don't want to throw that stuff away either. And so every time a building closed, actually I just went over to Brayton Middle School, junior high, the other day and did a walkthrough to see what stuff was left there. And anything that is left in the building that has anything to do with memorabilia will be coming to the Alumni Association, and we're going to store it until we can get that building put up, so that all of you and all of our children can come back and say, you know, a Taylor Center grad here, it's no longer there, but guess what, we're going to build a museum. That's my goal. I'm on the board of directors for the Foundation for Educational Excellence, which a lot of people don't know what that is, but it is a nonprofit group in Taylor that helps students and teachers. We give out scholarships every year, over $15,000 last year to Truman and Kennedy High School students, and also teacher and principal mini grants that we give out. And that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm on the board of directors of the Knights of Columbus Building Corporation, and we work with many different city commissions. I'm not on any city commissions myself. We work with Fish and Loaves, we've worked with the Taylor School Foundation, we've worked with ROTC, so we try to, we basically provide our building to help out these groups. Now, with respect to city commissions, one thing I would like to change is we're going down a really slippery slope with some of these commissions, is they no longer meet in public, okay? You had your Fire Advisory Commission, which now meets in secret. And I do not believe government policies should be formed in secret. Now, Lansing is probably going to take this up at the end of the year, and they're probably going to ban a lot of these secret meetings. But if I get on council, I want to do it locally. I'm going to introduce an ordinance that requires each one of these commissions to meet in public. There is no reason for these commissions to meet in secret. No reason at all. Thank you.
Yeah, I currently don't belong to any commissions within the city. However, continuing on, I've been a part of the demand from Connick Minolta is community service and social responsibility. So one of the things that I did is I coordinated Focus Hope. If you're not familiar with what Focus Hope does, they deliver many meals each day, Tri-County area, to many homeless, or not homeless, but poorer people, disability, seniors, things like that. And I organized where they delivered the food to our warehouse, and then I was able to get the employees motivated into also delivering that food. So at one point we were actually a drop-off point for the Focus Hope food, and then our employees delivered them. I also was heavily involved with Toys for Tots, the same thing. It was where we wrapped the presents and then handed them out to the children. By the way, I forgot to mention, I also have 2 children that both graduated Kennedy High School, as did I. I graduated Kennedy also. So I'm big with volunteering. I also am one of the co-founders of the Taylor Cares Cleanup Crew with Charlie, and we go out and clean up the areas. You've probably seen it and mentioned on Facebook a few times. So thank you.
Once again, I currently do not serve on any commissions or boards within the city. During my time at Eastern Michigan University, which is just recent, I was a graduate of 2015, I was involved in the Students Association of Michigan, which we lobbied. Can you all hear me back there?
No.
There we go. We lobbied for additional opportunities for students up in Lansing, so we would go up and meet with legislators to try to bring additional scholarship opportunities and funding opportunities to the school. That's something I enjoyed thoroughly and something that I have experience with, seeking out funding for students. That's really one of my passions. As I said, I did student government. I was on our business and finance committee. That committee is tasked with actually allocating the funds for student organizations and club sports, so that's where a number of my legislative experiences stem from as well. When it comes to some of the organizations I was involved with, I was very involved in college. I did a lot of extracurriculars. Like I said, I was the administrative vice president for our mock trial and mediations team, court team, which are legal analysis competitive teams. They're very boring teams, they're not like sports teams. But those are the things that I enjoy doing, the nitty-gritty stuff of government. And when it comes to, once I'm on the city council, one of my goals is to work with the mayoral commission on charter reform. That is a very important subject matter. It's been a topic of debate here in the city for years, and it's something that requires a steady hand and tenacity. That's something that I'm not only passionate and interested in, but it's something that I assure you will get done. Thank you all.
As of commissions in the city of Taylor, no, I do not belong to any. For my historical reenacting stuff, I am part of the safety board, so if I see somebody deciding that they want to level a musket at somebody, I can call them out in the middle of the battle, and we can stop it. It's just the safety risks, and I'm part of that with 2 other people, and we're all separated throughout the battlefield to make sure that people are safe. That's about it.
Oh, about 20 years ago, I joined Western Wayne Plumbing and Mechanical Association. We do what we call a Goodwill Day. I was president, past president there 4 times. The way I became president, I had to use the restroom. I came back and I was president. Well, we had 32 companies, big companies. And we've done things, we've redone the plumbing for Pendleton Center here in Taylor. St. John's Church, new plumbing. The veterans, the VFW, new plumbing. Plus multiple homes throughout Taylor. So I'm very proud of that. I'm also past president of the Kennedy Booster Band. And when I hear people go, kids these days, nothing but trouble. I disagree. There's a lot of great kids. There's a few bad ones that give the impression, but there's a lot of great kids. As far as the city, along with Mr. Remick, we did that museum. He came to me and said, I want a museum. I want it to look like this. I said, you want it to look that ugly? And we went back, and we have a beautiful museum. And I was able to do that through the city. I worked there as a master plumber, and also volunteering at night. I'm on the TIFA board with the city. Most of the city is in the TIFA district. That would be Telegraph Road, a lot of Eureka Road, Holland Road, where the industrial is. So one of the things that we've done recently was upgraded all that with LED lighting. That's going to save hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm also on the committee for the charter. And hopefully in November, we'll have 3 things coming before you as voters to change our charter. Thank you.
Thank you. First, I want to start off, I'm actually a Downtown Development Authority board member, which I've been for about 5 years now. The DDA, for some of you who do not know what that is, it's actually our downtown, which is considered from Telegraph to Allen Road, Goddard Road there. Everyone thinks Eureka's our downtown, but it's actually Goddard Road. And I've been there for 5 years, and we've actually worked on a lot of things, such as the benches that are near the intersections of Pardee and Goddard, the brick waves there that you go across, and a lot of the new banners that are coming up on Goddard Road. So those are just a few things that we've worked on over the years to really make our downtown spruced up and looking better for that corridor in the city. Second, one that is really one to do with the risk management in our city. So all of the court cases, city gets sued, it comes to the risk management committee, which I'm the city council representative on. We review all the cases and we make recommendations to city council and our attorneys to see how we can limit the city's risk on many of those cases that come before us. Third, actually a member of the Police and Fire Advisory Committee. I just wanted to mention quickly, I know Mr. Migarski mentioned that we meet in secret. That's false. We actually were formed by the mayor, and there is 3 council representatives that are with myself and Councilmember Croft and Councilman Bezura, and we actually meet to discuss our fire and police services and how we can make them better within the city. And we do that to make sure that our city continues to be safe for everyone. So thank you so much.
I am currently not serving on any